Welcome to How to Get Stuff Done, a book designed to guide you through the art of achieving your goals without unnecessary stress and confusion. Whether you're a student struggling to manage your coursework, a professional overwhelmed by your job's demands, an entrepreneur juggling multiple responsibilities, or simply someone who wants to make the most out of each day, this book is for you. Who should read this book? Students. If you're finding it hard to balance your studies, extracurricular activities and personal life, this book will help you manage your time effectively. Professionals. For those who feel swamped with work tasks, meetings and emails, you'll find strategies to streamline your workflow and regain control of your day. Entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur wearing many hats, you'll learn how to prioritize and delegate effectively. Parents and caregivers. Those balancing family responsibilities with personal aspirations will find practical tips to manage both roles harmoniously. Anyone seeking personal growth. If you're striving to improve yourself and your productivity, you'll discover methods to achieve your goals without feeling overwhelmed. What will you learn? By reading How to Get Stuff Done, you'll uncover practical tools and techniques to prioritize your tasks, understand what needs your immediate attention and what can wait. Plan. Effectively. Learn the art of setting achievable goals and breaking them down into manageable steps. Manage time wisely. Discover ways to make the most of your time and eliminate procrastination. Create systems that work. Establish routines and systems tailored to your specific needs to boost productivity. Maintain focus. Stay focused on your goals amidst distractions. Find balance. Achieve a healthy balance between work, personal life, and self-care. Stay motivated. Cultivate motivation and resilience even in the face of setbacks. This book is not just about being busy, but being productive in a way that feels satisfying and rewarding. It's about designing a life where you can achieve your aspirations while maintaining your well-being. Let's embark on this journey together as we explore the essential tactics and strategies for getting stuff done without the stress. Welcome to a more organized, efficient, and fulfilling life. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Action. Introduction to Taking Action. Welcome to the beginning of a transformative journey. The fact that you're reading this book already shows you're ready to make a change in your life. But readiness alone won't get you there. Action will. This chapter is dedicated to understanding the essence of taking action and why it is the critical first step toward a more productive and fulfilling life. Why action matters. Imagine you're standing on the edge of a swimming pool. You may know how to swim, the water may be perfect, and the pool may look inviting. However, until you take that plunge, you'll never experience the joy and benefits of swimming. Similarly, in life, knowing what to do isn't enough. Action is what bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Example. Let's consider an aspiring writer who dreams of publishing a novel. The idea has been in their head for years, but without actually sitting down and writing the first chapter, the novel will remain just a dream. Taking the first step makes the difference between the reality of a published work and the fantasy of one day. The do-it-now mindset. The cornerstone of taking action is adopting a do-it-now mindset. This approach helps you move beyond planning and into executing. Delays and procrastination are the enemy of progress. By committing to act immediately, you eliminate the chance of letting tasks pile up and stress you out. Example. Imagine you have a cluttered office desk. Every day you think, I really need to sort this out, but you never get around to it. This clutter can cause you mental stress and make finding things harder. Now, think about deciding right now to spend just 10 minutes tidying up. You'll find that in such a short amount of time, you accomplish much more than you expected, reducing both clutter and stress. Overcoming the fear of failure. One of the biggest barriers to taking action is the fear of failure. It's natural to be afraid of making mistakes, but it's essential to realize that mistakes are merely stepping stones to success. Every successful person has faced setbacks. What set them apart was their readiness to act despite those fears. Example: picture a young entrepreneur with a brilliant idea for a mobile app. The fear of the app failing or not gaining users can be paralyzing. However, taking the first step to develop a prototype, seeking feedback, and tweaking it based on that input is way more effective than just worrying or planning indefinitely. Each action taken, even if not perfect, provides valuable learning and moves the project forward. Identifying first steps. Sometimes the hardest part is knowing where to start. A helpful strategy is to identify the smallest actionable step you can take towards your goal. This initial step should be simple enough not to feel overwhelming, but significant enough to pave the way for further actions. Example: you want to get fit but feel overwhelmed by the thought of a complete lifestyle overhaul. Instead of trying to change everything at once, start with something small like committing to a 10-minute daily walk. This simple action can make the whole process seem much more manageable and gets you moving on your journey to fitness. Building momentum. Taking that first step often builds momentum. Once you start, it becomes easier to continue. Action creates a positive feedback loop. When you see progress or results, you're motivated to keep going. Example: if you've decided to learn a new language, the first lesson can often feel like climbing a mountain. But once you get through it and even learn a few words or phrases, you feel encouraged, and tackling the next lesson becomes easier. Conclusion. Understanding the foundation of action sets the stage for a series of smart, deliberate steps towards achieving your goals. By cultivating a do-it-now mindset, you move past inertia and break through the barriers of procrastination and fear. Taking action, no matter how small it may seem, is essential for progress and builds the momentum you need to keep going. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. You'll be amazed at where it can lead you. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into setting clear, actionable goals to direct your newfound enthusiasm for taking action. Stay motivated and get ready to transform your aspirations into reality. Chapter 2. Setting clear goals. Establishing clear, attainable goals is the cornerstone of productive behavior. Without knowing where you want to go, it's easy to get lost or waste time on things that don't matter. Setting clear goals is like having a map. It guides you, helps you stay on track, and motivates you to keep moving forward. Understanding what you truly want to accomplish. Before you begin setting goals, it's important to understand what you truly want in life. This requires some introspection and honest self-evaluation. Do you want to advance in your career, start a new hobby, or spend more time with family? No goal is too big or too small if it matters to you. Reflect on your dreams and desires. Take some time alone, find a quiet spot, and think about the following questions. What makes me happy? What am I passionate about? What do I want to see more of in my life? What do I want to accomplish in the next year, 5 years, 10 years? Write down your thoughts. These reflections will give you a clearer picture of what you genuinely want to achieve. SMART. Goals, your user manual for success. Once you know what you want, you can start setting goals. To ensure your goals are clear and attainable, use the SMART criteria. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. Specific. A specific goal clearly states what you want to accomplish. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I want to run 5 kilometers without stopping." Measurable. A measurable goal means you can track your progress. For instance, I want to save $1,000 in the next 3 months is measurable. You can check your bank balance regularly to see how close you are to reaching your goal. Achievable. An achievable goal is realistic based on your current situation and resources. If you've never run before, aiming to run a marathon next month might be unachievable. A more realistic goal could be, I want to complete a 5K run in the next 3 months. Relevant. A relevant goal aligns with your broader life objectives and values. If you're seeking a balanced life, then setting a goal to work 80 hours a week might not be the best fit. Time-bound. A time-bound goal has a deadline. This creates urgency and motivates you to act. I want to learn how to bake a cake by June 30th gives you a clear time frame to work within. By making your goals smart, you give yourself a blueprint to follow, which makes the process of achieving them less overwhelming. Visualize your goals for added clarity. Visualization is a powerful tool that can make your goals seem more tangible. Imagine yourself achieving your goal. What does it look like? How do you feel? Putting yourself in this future scenario can increase your motivation and commitment. Visualization exercise. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and think about one of your goals. Picture yourself achieving it. Imagine the sights, sounds, and emotions associated with your success. This mental exercise can turn your aspirations into a more palpable experience, which will keep you motivated. Break down big goals into smaller tasks. Large goals can sometimes feel daunting. That's why breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks can make a huge difference. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, a smaller task could be writing 500 words daily or completing 1 chapter a month. Example: big goal, write a book in a year. Smaller tasks. 1. Research and outline your book in the first month. 2. Write a chapter each month. 3. Review and edit chapters as you go. 4. Find a publisher or plan for self-publishing by the 12th month. By breaking down your goal, you create a step-by-step plan, making the big picture look more achievable. Stay flexible and adapt. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes your plans might need adjustments. Stay flexible and be willing to adapt. If one approach isn't working, try another. The key is to remain focused on your goal, even if the path to achieving it changes. Stay open to revising your goals. It's okay to revise your goals as you move forward. Maybe you've discovered new interests or encountered unforeseen obstacles. Revising your goals doesn't mean you've failed. It means you are making informed decisions based on your current reality. Reward yourself for milestones. Achievements, whether big or small, deserve recognition. Rewarding yourself for completing milestones can keep you motivated. Celebrate each step you take towards your goal. Example of rewards. Take a short trip after completing a major milestone. Treat yourself to a favorite meal after finishing a difficult task. Spend a day doing something you love after hitting a quarterly target. The goal is to keep your energy and motivation high. Conclusion. Setting clear goals is the foundation of a productive and fulfilling life. By understanding what you truly want and using strategies like SMART criteria, visualization, and breaking down tasks, you can turn your dreams into reality. Stay flexible, be ready to adapt, and reward yourself along the way. With these techniques, you're well on your way to achieving your goals and living a life of purpose and productivity. Chapter 3. Breaking down tasks. Overwhelming tasks can be daunting, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable parts makes them easier to tackle. This chapter shows you how to dissect large tasks using relatable examples. Imagine standing at base camp, looking up at the summit of a gigantic snow-covered mountain. The peak looks far away, almost impossible to reach. Overwhelmed, you might feel paralyzed before even taking your first step. This overwhelming feeling isn't just unique to mountains. It's something we experience in our daily lives as well. In our personal and professional lives, large tasks, or mountains, can seem intimidating. So, how do climbers make it to the top? By taking one step at a time. Why breaking down tasks helps? Breaking down tasks is like mastering the art of chopping vegetables, rather than attempting to swallow a whole loaf of bread in one go. Here's why it's beneficial. 1. Makes things clearer. Smaller tasks are easier to understand and plan. 2. Boosts motivation. Each small achievement motivates you to move forward. 3. Reduces stress. Handling a small part of a task feels less stressful than tackling the entire thing at once. How to break down tasks. 1. Identify the main goal. Let's say your goal is to write a novel. At first glance, this looks like a massive undertaking. This is your main overarching goal. 2. Divide into major sections. Break your novel into its essential parts, maybe introduction, main plot, and conclusion. These don't have to be detailed, just broad sections representing chunks of the entire project. 3. Further divide each section. Take the introduction as an example. Break it into smaller tasks, such as outline the main idea, create character backgrounds, and write the first draft of Chapter 1. 4. Create task-specific steps. Each smaller task can be broken down even further. For outline the main idea, the steps could be: research the genre, brainstorm themes, 3. Define the main theme, 5. Assign timeframes. Be realistic about the time it will take to accomplish each smaller task. For instance, research the genre, 3 days. Brainstorm themes, 2 days. Define the main theme, 1 day. A real-life scenario. Here's an example to make this crystal clear. Imagine you have a large project at work, organizing the annual company seminar. Feeling a knot in your stomach? That's normal. But now let's break it down. 1. Main objective. Organize the annual company seminar. 2. Major sections. Venue selection. Guest invitations. Event schedule. Marketing and promotion. Day of coordination. 3. Further dividing venue selection. Research potential venues, 2 days. Visit top 3 venues, 3 days. Compare costs and amenities, 1 day. Make final decision, 1 day. Turning daunting into doable, another example. Imagine you're tasked with organizing a surprise birthday party for a friend. You could break it down like this. 1. Main objective, plan a surprise birthday party. 2. Major sections. Guest list. Venue and decoration. Food and drinks. Invitations and reminders. Entertainment. 3. Breaking down food and drinks. Decide on the menu, 2 days. Shop for ingredients and supplies, 1 day. Cook order food, 1 day. Set up food stations, 1 day. Practical tips. Use a task management tool. Tools like Trello or simple to-do lists can help you keep track. Set milestones. Place markers along the way to know if you're making progress. Be flexible. Sometimes tasks will take longer than expected. Adjust as you go. Review. Regularly. Periodically check your progress and adjust smaller tasks if necessary. Mindset shift. Celebrate small wins. Every step you complete is progress, and that's worth celebrating. Finished outlining your novel's main idea? That's a win. Selected the birthday party venue? Another win. Understanding that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step isn't just a cliché. It's a strategy. Each small task completed brings you one step closer to the overall goal, making the mountain of tasks smaller and more manageable. Final thoughts. Making a habit of breaking down large tasks into smaller, manageable parts doesn't just increase your efficiency. It also makes you feel more confident and in control. You'll be better equipped to handle anything life throws your way, one small, victorious step at a time. So take a deep breath. Look at your mountain, your big task, and start breaking it down. Before you know it, you'll be at the peak, enjoying the view of your accomplishments. Internalize this process, and you'll find yourself not just getting things done, but doing so stress-free. In the end, it's not about the size of the task, but the size of the steps you take to achieve it. Chapter 4. Prioritize like a pro. Not all tasks are created equal. Welcome to Chapter 4. By now, you've laid a solid foundation, set clear goals, and learned how to break down tasks. Today, we dive into one of the most crucial skills for productivity: prioritizing. Imagine you have a to-do list with 10 tasks on it. Do you tackle them from top to bottom? Do you start with what's easy and small, or do you work on what feels urgent? Prioritizing effectively can make all the difference between feeling overwhelmed and being joyfully productive. Understanding urgent versus important. First thing first, let's talk about the difference between urgent and important tasks. This concept can help you decide what to tackle and when. Urgent tasks. These need immediate attention. If not addressed, there can be immediate consequences. Examples include returning a missed call from a key client or responding to an urgent email from your boss. Important tasks. These contribute to your long-term goals and values. While they are not necessarily pressing right now, they are crucial for your future success. Examples include planning your career, exercising to stay healthy, or spending quality time with family. The Eisenhower Matrix. One of the best methods to prioritize tasks comes from former U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower. He used a tool now known as the Eisenhower Matrix. It's a simple box divided into 4 quadrants. 1. Urgent and important. Do these immediately. 2. Important but not urgent. Schedule these for later. 3. Urgent but not important. Delegate these tasks. 4. Not urgent and not important. Eliminate these tasks. Let's consider a relatable example. Suppose you have 4 tasks for the day. 1. Prepare for a presentation due next week. 2. Submit your expense report due tomorrow. 3. Reply to a friend's non-urgent text message. 4. Sort through junk mail. Using the Eisenhower Matrix, you would prioritize as follows. Urgent and important. Submit the expense report. Important but not urgent. Prepare for the presentation. Urgent but not important. Reply to the text message. Not urgent and not important. Sort through junk mail. By focusing on what truly matters, you avoid the trap of constant firefighting, where you only work on what's screaming for attention rather than what's genuinely important. Making a daily priority list. Your to-do list should be more than a list of everything you need to do. It should reflect your priorities. Each day, review your tasks and categorize them using the Eisenhower Matrix. Commit to completing at least one task from the important but not urgent category daily. Over time, you'll notice how taking small steps toward meaningful goals can greatly impact your life. Real-life example, project launch. Consider a project manager at a tech startup. She has multiple tasks: testing the software, preparing a demo for investors, conducting team meetings, and replying to routine emails. Without prioritization, she might get lost in day-to-day tasks and neglect the strategic activities crucial for the product launch. However, Using the Eisenhower matrix, she can prioritize like a pro. Urgent and important. Testing software for bugs. Important but not urgent. Preparing investor demo. Urgent but not important. Conducting team meetings, these can often be delegated. Not urgent and not important. Replying to routine emails. Set aside specific times for these. Tips for effective prioritizing. 1. Use a planner or digital tool. Apps like Trello or a good old planner can help you organize tasks better. 2. Set deadlines. Even for tasks that aren't urgent, having a deadline keeps you accountable. 3. Review and adjust. Daily or weekly reviews help in readjusting priorities based on changing circumstances. 4. Say no. When needed, learn the power of declining tasks that do not align with your goals or add minimal value. Wrapping up. Prioritizing isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's most important. Mastering this skill paves the way for achieving your goals in a balanced and stress-free manner. Remember, not all tasks are created equal, and that's perfectly okay. Exercise your prioritization plan. Step 1. List all your tasks for the upcoming week. Step 2. Categorize them using the Eisenhower matrix. Step 3. Create a daily priority list based on your matrix. Step 4. Commit to reviewing your list every day. So go ahead, prioritize like a pro and watch how it transforms your productivity and keeps you aligned with your long-term goals. This concludes Chapter 4. In the next chapter, we will explore how to create a productive environment tailored just for you. Chapter 5. Creating a productive environment. The power of your surroundings. Your surroundings greatly influence your productivity. Imagine trying to cook in a messy kitchen or trying to study in a loud, chaotic room. It's hard, right? The same principle applies to any task you need to accomplish. A cluttered, noisy, or uncomfortable environment can make it challenging to focus and perform efficiently. In this chapter, we'll explore how to create a productive atmosphere that fosters concentration and minimizes distractions. Assessing your current workspace. Before we dive into making improvements, take a good look at your current workspace. Ask yourself, is it clean and organized? Is it quiet enough for you to focus? So do you have all the materials you need within reach? Is the lighting good? Example, Mark's messy desk. Mark has been struggling to meet deadlines. When he finally took a step back to assess his workspace, he realized his desk was always cluttered with papers, knickknacks, and leftover coffee cups. By decluttering, he immediately felt a sense of relief and regained his focus. The clean slate, start fresh. A clean and organized workspace clears your mind and sets the stage for productivity. Here's how to achieve this. 1. Declutter. Regularly remove items you don't need. Adopt a policy like one thing in, one thing out to avoid accumulation. 2. Organize essentials. Keep only what you need on your desk. Use folders, trays, and boxes to categorize items. 3. Daily tidy up. Spend the last 5 minutes of your day tidying up your workspace. This creates a fresh start for the next day. Comfort is key. Your physical comfort directly impacts your productivity. Aim to create a workspace where you feel at ease. Ergonomic furniture. Invest in a good chair that supports your back and a desk that's at the right height. Proper lighting. Natural light is best, but if that's not an option, make sure you have adequate artificial lighting that doesn't strain your eyes. Temperature control. Ensure your workspace is at a comfortable temperature. Being too hot or too cold can be distracting. Example, Jane's uncomfortable chair. Jane used to sit on a hard wooden chair that left her back aching by the end of the day. She decided to invest in an ergonomic chair with proper lumbar support. The improvement in her comfort level led to longer periods of concentrated work without the need to take breaks due to discomfort. Minimize distractions. Distractions are productivity's worst enemy. Identify and minimize them. 1. Noise control. If you're in a noisy environment, consider noise-canceling headphones or playing background music that helps you focus. 2. Digital distractions. Turn off unnecessary notifications on your devices while working. Consider using apps that block distracting websites. 3. Set boundaries. If you work from home, communicate your work hours to family or roommates to minimize interruptions. Example: Ben's digital overload. Ben found himself constantly checking social media and emails, disrupting his workflow. He started using an app that limited his access to these sites during work hours. This simple change dramatically increased his focus and efficiency. Personalize your space. While a clean and organized workspace is key, it doesn't mean it should be devoid of personality. Personal touches can inspire you. Add greenery. Plants can make your workspace feel more alive and can boost your mood. Motivational quotes and images. Surround yourself with quotes or images that inspire and motivate you. Comfort items. A cozy blanket or a favorite mug can add a personal touch that makes you feel at home and more comfortable. Example: Emily's motivational corner. Emily created a motivation corner in her home office, where she hung pictures of her family, favorite vacation spots, and inspirational quotes. Every time she glanced at that corner, it reminded her of why she works hard and helped her stay motivated. Flexible spaces. Sometimes a change of scenery can reignite your focus. Consider having more than one workspace. Secondary workspaces. If possible, create a secondary workspace in another room or even a local cafe or co-working space for a change of environment. Portable productivity. Have a mobile setup like a laptop bag with necessary supplies so you can work efficiently from anywhere. Example: David's cafe routine. David found that working from the same spot every day made him feel stuck. He started spending his mornings at a local cafe and afternoons in his home office. This change of scene re-energized his productivity levels. A space for breaks. Don't overlook the importance of having a space for breaks. Breaks are vital for maintaining high productivity levels throughout the day. Break area. Create a separate area where you can take short breaks. This helps you mentally distinguish between work time and rest time. Comfort items. Include comfortable seating and perhaps some recreational activities like a book or a small puzzle. Example: Lisa's break haven. Lisa set up a small corner with a comfy chair and a selection of her favorite teas. Whenever she needed a break, she'd retreat to this spot for a few minutes to relax. This short but regular downtime helped her stay productive and focused when she returned to her desk. Conclusion. Creating a productive environment is about balancing cleanliness and organization with personal comfort and minimizing distractions. A well-designed workspace sets the stage for effective work habits and boosts your ability to focus and get things done. Start with a clean slate, personalize it to inspire you, and be mindful of potential distractions and comfort. By taking these steps, you'll create an environment that truly nurtures productivity and helps you achieve your goals. Remember, the goal is to set up a workspace that makes you feel motivated, comfortable, and ready to tackle any task that comes your way. Your productivity isn't just about what you do, it's also about where you do it. Make your workspace work for you. Chapter 6. The Power of Routines. Imagine waking up every day knowing exactly what you need to do and when to do it. There's a sense of security and confidence in that, isn't there? Some of the most successful people in the world have figured out that routines are the secret sauce to maintaining productivity and achieving success. In this chapter, we will talk about the power of routines, why they matter, and how you can create effective ones. Why routines matter. 1. Consistency is key. When you follow a routine, you're building consistency in your actions. This makes it easier to develop and stick to habits that contribute to your success. Consistency also reduces decision fatigue since you don't have to plan your day from scratch every single time. 2. Reduces stress. Having a set routine can bring a calming effect to your life. When you know what to expect, your mind is free from uncertainty and anxiety. This allows you to focus your mental energy on more important tasks. 3. Increases efficiency. A good routine helps you streamline your activities so you get more done in less time. By knowing what you need to do next, you can move from one task to another seamlessly without wasting time figuring out what's next. 4. Enhances productivity. Structured routines keep you on track. Tasks that may seem overwhelming at first become manageable when broken down into smaller routine actions. Creating your own effective routine. Creating effective routines might seem daunting, but it's simpler than you think. Here are some steps to guide you. 1. Identify key areas. Start by identifying areas of your life that would benefit from more structure. Is it your morning routine, your workday, or maybe even how you spend your evenings? 2. Set clear intents. Be clear about what you want to achieve with your routines. Do you want to save time, reduce stress, or improve your health? 3. Start small. It's tempting to overhaul your entire life at once, but too many changes can become overwhelming. Start with small, manageable routines. 4. Be realistic. Ensure your routine fits into your lifestyle and obligations. An overly ambitious routine can be discouraging and hard to maintain. Practical examples of effective routines. Morning routines. Let's meet John. John found his mornings to be chaotic, often starting his day feeling rushed and unprepared. He decided to create a morning routine to bring more peace and productivity to his mornings. Here is what John's new morning routine looks like. 1. Wake up at 6:30 a.m. Gives him enough time to start his day without rushing. 2. Drink a glass of water. Rehydrates his body after a night's sleep. 3. Exercise for 20 minutes. Boosts his energy and mood for the day. 4. Shower and get dressed. Keeps him feeling fresh and ready. 5. Have a healthy breakfast. Fuels his body and brain. 6. Plan his day for 10 minutes. Uses this time to list the top 3 things to accomplish. Work routines. Carla, a graphic designer, was struggling to maintain her focus throughout the workday. She decided to implement a work routine to enhance her productivity. Here's what Carla's workday looks like now. 1. Start work at 9 a.m. Begins her workday consistently at the same time. 2. Batch tasks. Groups similar tasks together, for example, checking emails at specific times. 3. Use time blocks. Works in focused intervals, 45 minutes of work followed by a 10-minute break. 4. Midday break. Takes a 30-minute lunch break away from her desk. 5. Reflect on accomplishments. Spends the last 10 minutes of her day reflecting on what she accomplished and plans for the next day. Evening routines. For Alicia, winding down in the evening was difficult. She often found herself too wired to fall asleep, especially when working late into the night. She decided to craft an evening routine to help transition from work mode to relaxation mode. Here is Alicia's evening routine. 1. End work by 6 p.m. Creates a clear boundary between work and personal life. 2. Light dinner. Eats a balanced meal to avoid feeling too full or too hungry. 3. Relaxation activities. Spends 30 minutes on a hobby she enjoys, like reading or painting. 4. Limit screen time. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed. Instead, she might listen to music or read a book. 5. Prepare for next day. Lays out her outfit and makes a to-do list for the next day. 6. Sleep by 10:30 p.m. Ensure she gets enough sleep for the next day. Keeping it flexible. Life isn't always predictable, and sometimes you'll need to adapt your routines. It's important to remain flexible and adjust your routines as necessary. The key is to find a balance that works for you. Tackling challenges. You may face challenges when establishing routines, like initial resistance to change or setbacks in maintaining consistency. Remember that it's normal and part of the process. Stay patient and give yourself grace. Celebrate small wins, and gradually your routines will become second nature. Conclusion. Routines can be your best friend in navigating daily life with ease and efficiency. They bring structure, reduce stress, and boost productivity. Start small, be realistic, and make adjustments as needed. Over time, these routines will become an integral part of your life, helping you achieve your goals with less effort and more joy. In the next chapter, we'll dive into time management techniques, where we'll explore specific strategies to make the most out of your time every single day. Stay tuned. Chapter 7. Time Management Techniques. Time is a precious resource. It's something we all have the same amount of, 24 hours in a day, but how we use it can make all the difference in our lives. In this chapter, you'll discover effective time management strategies that help you make the most out of every minute. Understanding the value of time. Before we dive into techniques, it's crucial to understand the value of time. Imagine you have $24 in your pocket every day. You can't save it for the next day. You have to spend it. How would you spend that money? Would you waste it, or would you use it wisely to get the most benefit? Time is like that $24. You have 24 hours every day, and how you spend them shapes your life. The Pareto Principle. Focus on what matters most. The Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20th rule, suggests that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. For example, if you are working on a project, a small portion of your effort is likely responsible for the majority of your success. Focus on identifying and prioritizing these high-impact tasks. Example, John works in sales and finds that 80% of his sales come from just 20% of his clients. By focusing more time on these clients and less on low-yield prospects, John significantly boosts his productivity and sales figures. The Eisenhower Matrix. Prioritize your tasks. The Eisenhower Matrix helps you prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. Divide your tasks into 4 categories. Urgent and important. Important but not urgent. Urgent but not important. Not urgent and not important. Example, Maria has a mix of tasks at work and home. By using the Eisenhower Matrix, she realizes that completing her work report, urgent and important, takes precedence over organizing her digital photos, not urgent and not important. Time blocking. Structure your day. Time blocking is a technique where you allocate specific blocks of time for specific tasks. This prevents multitasking and helps you stay focused. Example, Michael is a writer who allocates the first 2 hours of his day to writing. After that, he spends 1 hour answering emails and another half hour on social media. Structuring his day this way makes Michael more productive and less distracted. The Pomodoro Technique. Work in intervals. The Pomodoro technique involves working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. After 4 intervals, take a longer break of 15-30 minutes. This technique helps maintain focus and prevents burnout. Example, Emma is a student who uses the Pomodoro technique to study. She finds that working in short bursts helps her maintain concentration and makes studying less overwhelming. The 2-minute rule. Don't delay simple tasks. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This rule prevents small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming. Example: Joe often delays responding to quick emails. By applying the 2-minute rule, he starts answering them on the spot, keeping his inbox cleaner and his mind freer from trivial worries. Batch processing. Group similar tasks. Batch processing involves grouping similar tasks and handling them all at once. This technique reduces the time lost in switching between different types of tasks. Example: Lisa runs a small bakery and finds that checking her inventory and ordering supplies every day wastes time. Instead, she decides to batch these tasks and only does them twice a week, which makes her workday more efficient. Delegation. Share the load. You don't have to do everything yourself. Delegating tasks to others can free up your time for more important activities. Example: Mark, a manager, used to handle every aspect of his team's projects. By delegating certain tasks to his capable team members, he frees up time to focus on strategy and leadership. Avoiding distractions. Stay focused. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere. Turn off unnecessary notifications, set boundaries, and create a to-do list to keep you focused. Example: Jane frequently finds herself distracted by social media. By setting specific times to check her accounts and turning off notifications, she stays more focused on her tasks. Reflect and adjust. Finally, reflect on your time management regularly. What's working, what's not? Adjust your strategies accordingly. Example: Every week, Alex reviews his past week's schedule. He notices that afternoon meetings are less productive for him. By shifting important meetings to the mornings, he finds himself much more engaged and efficient. Conclusion: Time management is a powerful skill that can transform your productivity and life satisfaction. By practicing these techniques, you're not just aiming to get more done, but to make every minute count. Remember, time is your most valuable resource. Use it wisely. Chapter 8. Overcoming procrastination. Procrastination is one of the biggest obstacles to achieving your goals and living a fulfilling life. It can be frustrating, demotivating, and can keep you from realizing your true potential. However, understanding why you procrastinate and learning how to overcome it can make a huge difference. This chapter will give you practical steps to help you fight procrastination and get more done. Why do we procrastinate? Before we dive into the solutions, it's essential to understand the reasons behind procrastination. Here are some common causes. 1. Fear of failure. You might be afraid that you'll make mistakes or that your work won't be good enough. This fear can paralyze you and keep you from starting. 2. Overwhelm. When a task seems too big or complicated, it can feel overwhelming, making you unsure where to start. This uncertainty often leads to putting things off. 3. Lack of interest. We naturally avoid tasks that we find boring or uninspiring. If a task doesn't excite you, it's easy to procrastinate. 4. Perfectionism. You may not want to start or finish something unless you believe it can be done perfectly. This can stall your progress since perfection is rarely achieved on the first attempt. 5. Poor time management. Without a clear plan, it's easy to drift and procrastinate. Not knowing how to allocate your time effectively can lead to delays. Practical tips to overcome procrastination. 1. Break it down. Large tasks can feel insurmountable, but breaking them into smaller, manageable pieces can make them less intimidating. For example, if you need to write a report, start by outlining the main sections. Then tackle each section one by one. By focusing on small, achievable steps, you make progress without feeling overwhelmed. 2. Set specific deadlines. Open-ended tasks can lead to procrastination. Set specific, realistic deadlines for each part of your task. Use a calendar or planner to keep track of these deadlines. Committing to a deadline even a self-imposed one, can spur you into action. 3. Use the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This rule helps you get small, often procrastinated tasks off your plate quickly. This technique can also create momentum and a sense of accomplishment, making it easier to tackle bigger tasks. 4. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are a procrastinator's best friend. Identify and eliminate as many distractions as possible. This might mean turning off notifications on your phone, finding a quiet workspace, or setting specific times to check email. 5. Practice self-compassion. Don't be too hard on yourself when you procrastinate. Self-criticism can actually demotivate you. Instead, practice self-compassion. Understand that it's natural to procrastinate occasionally and that perfection isn't the goal. Encourage yourself with positive affirmations and reminders of past successes. 6. Use visualization. Visualize the benefits of completing your task. Think about how good you'll feel once it's done and the positive impact it will have. Visualization can help shift your mindset and make the task feel more necessary and rewarding. 7. Partner up. Accountability can be a powerful motivator. Find a friend or co-worker to check in with about your progress. Knowing that someone else is aware of your goals can push you to get started and stay on track. 8. Reward yourself. Plan to reward yourself when you complete a task. The reward doesn't have to be something big. It can be as simple as taking a short break, enjoying a snack, or spending a few minutes on a hobby. Rewards create a positive feedback loop that encourages productivity. A real-world example. Consider Mark, a university student who often procrastinates on his assignments. He feels overwhelmed by long essays and often waits until the last minute to start. By breaking down his essays into smaller parts, such as researching first, then writing an outline, and finally writing one section at a time, he feels more in control and able to make steady progress. Also, setting mini deadlines for each part helps him stay on track. By implementing these techniques, Mark finds it easier to start and complete his assignments without stress. Final thoughts. Overcoming procrastination is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, effort, and the right strategies. By understanding the root causes and employing these practical tips, you can take control of your time, reduce stress, and achieve your goals. Remember, every small step counts. Start today with one small change and watch how it transforms your productivity and life. In the next chapter, we will explore how various tools can further boost your efficiency and help you stay on top of your tasks. Chapter 9. Using tools to boost efficiency. In today's age of technology, staying productive can seem like a daunting task. From smartphones to computers, there are countless distractions that can derail your focus. However, the same technology that serves as a distraction can also become your greatest ally in boosting efficiency. In this chapter, we will explore a selection of powerful tools that can help you stay organized, manage your time, and enhance your productivity. Why use tools? Before diving into the tools, it's essential to understand why you should use them. Efficient tools can help you stay organized, track tasks, deadlines, and important information. Maintain focus. Filter out distractions and keep your attention on the task at hand. Save time. Automate repetitive tasks and streamline workflows. Enhance decision-making. Provide insights and data that inform better choices. To-do list apps. To-do list apps are a great way to keep track of what needs to be done. These apps let you list tasks, set deadlines, and mark items as complete. Example, Todoist. Todoist is a simple yet powerful to-do list app that can help you organize tasks across projects. Imagine you have a big project at work due in a month. Todoist lets you break it down into smaller, manageable tasks and set deadlines for each step. This way, you won't feel overwhelmed by the size of the project, and you'll stay on track to meet your deadline. Calendar apps. Calendar apps are essential for managing your time effectively. They allow you to schedule appointments, set reminders, and plan your days in advance. Example: Google Calendar. Picture a busy professional juggling multiple meetings, deadlines, and appointments. Google Calendar can transform chaos into order. You can schedule your day, set reminders for important meetings, and even add detailed notes for each event. Moreover, Google Calendar allows you to share your calendar with team members, ensuring everyone is on the same page. Time management tools. Time management tools help you allocate time efficiently and ensure you are spending it wisely. Example: Pomodoro timer. The Pomodoro technique breaks work into 25-minute intervals with 5-minute breaks in between. By using a Pomodoro timer app, you can improve your focus and productivity. For instance, if you're studying for an exam, set the timer for 25 minutes. Study without distractions, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this process, and you'll find you can accomplish much more without feeling fatigued. Note-taking apps. Note-taking apps are invaluable for capturing important information on the go, brainstorming ideas, or compiling research. Example: Evernote. Evernote is a versatile app for capturing, organizing, and sharing notes. Suppose you're attending a conference and there are multiple sessions with valuable information. With Evernote, you can take notes and tag them for easy reference later. You can even add images, voice clips, and attachments, making it a comprehensive tool for capturing all types of information. Project management tools. For larger projects that involve multiple people and tasks, project management tools can help keep everything organized and on track. Example: Trello. Trello uses boards, lists, and cards to help you manage projects visually. Imagine you're working on launching a new product. You can create a Trello board with lists for different stages like idea, in progress, and completed. Each task can be added as a card, and team members can move cards along the lists as they progress, making it easy to see the status of the project at a glance. File storage and sharing tools. These tools ensure that important files are accessible from anywhere and easily shareable with others. Example: Dropbox. Dropbox allows you to store files in the cloud and access them from any device. If you're working remotely and need to collaborate with your team, Dropbox provides a platform to share documents seamlessly. For example, you and your colleague can edit a draft for a report simultaneously, and changes will sync automatically. Communication tools. Communication tools facilitate smooth and effective interaction among team members, making collaboration easier. Example: Slack. Slack is a communication app designed for teams. Whether you need to send a quick message, share a document, or organize a meeting, Slack provides a streamlined platform for all types of communication. Imagine your team is scattered across different locations. Slack's channels allow you to create topic-specific chat rooms, ensuring discussions are organized and everyone stays informed. Final thoughts. Using the right tools can greatly boost your efficiency and productivity. However, it's important to remember that tools are only as effective as the habits and systems you build around them. Choose the tools that best suit your needs, learn how to use them effectively, and incorporate them into your daily routines. By leveraging these modern tools, you can achieve a level of organization, focus, and efficiency that will propel you toward your goals. As technology continues to evolve, stay curious and open to trying out new tools that can further enhance your productivity. Chapter 10: Mindfulness and Productivity. In our busy lives, we often rush from one task to the next, trying to juggle work, family, and personal goals. This rush can lead to stress and loss of focus. Mindfulness is the opposite of this rush. It involves paying full attention to the present moment, which can greatly improve our productivity. In this chapter, we'll explore how mindfulness practices can help us stay focused, reduce stress, and ultimately become more productive. Understanding mindfulness. Mindfulness is the act of being fully present in the moment and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. It means paying attention to what's happening right now rather than getting caught up in worries about the past or future. By being mindful, you can gain better control over your mind and make more deliberate choices. Example 1, a brand new morning. Imagine waking up in the morning and immediately grabbing your phone to check emails and social media. Before you know it, you're stressed about work issues that you haven't faced yet. Now consider starting your day with a few minutes of mindful breathing. Sit quietly, focus on your breath going in and out, and gently bring your mind back whenever it wanders. This small practice can set a calm tone for the day, helping you handle upcoming tasks with clarity and less stress. How mindfulness enhances productivity. 1. Improved focus. One of the biggest benefits of mindfulness is the ability to focus better. By training your mind to stay on one task at a time, you can significantly boost your efficiency. Mindfulness allows you to notice when your mind starts to wander, so you can gently bring it back to the task at hand. Example 2. A student study session. Take a student preparing for exams, for example. When mindfully studying, the student takes breaks to stretch and breathe, noticing when their mind drifts off to thoughts of weekend plans. By mindfully bringing their focus back to the books each time, the student's study sessions become more productive and less stressful. 2. Reduced stress. Mindfulness helps reduce stress, which is a big hurdle to productivity. By staying present, you avoid the anxiety that comes with worrying about the future or regretting the past. A calm mind can approach tasks more rationally and efficiently. Example 3. A busy parent. Consider a busy parent juggling multiple responsibilities. Throughout the day, they take small mindfulness breaks. Simple practices like savoring the taste of their food or taking a mindful walk in the park reduce their stress levels. As a result, they return to their tasks refreshed and more effective in managing their time and responsibilities. 3. Better decision-making. Mindfulness teaches you to pause before reacting, allowing you to make thoughtful instead of impulsive decisions. This mindfulness practice leads to better outcomes both in personal and professional aspects of life. Example 4. A team leader. Imagine a team leader who practices mindfulness before meetings. They take a minute to breathe deeply and center themselves. This practice helps them listen more attentively during discussions, respond with thoughtful solutions, and guide the team effectively towards their goals. Simple mindfulness. Practices for productivity. 1. Mindful breathing. Take a few minutes several times a day to focus solely on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale through your mouth, paying full attention to the air moving in and out of your lungs. 2. Mindful eating. During meals, try to eat slowly and notice the flavors, textures, and smells of your food. This practice not only brings you joy, but also reminds you to take breaks and nourish your body. 3. Progressive muscle relaxation. Before or after a demanding task, take a few moments to relax your muscles progressively. Starting from your toes up to your head, tense each muscle group tightly and then release, noticing the tension leaving your body. 4. Mindful walking. If you feel overwhelmed, take a short walk and pay attention to each step you take. Notice the ground beneath your feet, the air on your skin, and the sounds around you. This practice can clear your mind and help you return to your tasks with renewed focus. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine. You don't need to spend hours meditating to benefit from mindfulness. Incorporate small practices into your daily routine by Starting your day with 5 minutes of mindful breathing. Taking mindful breaks during work to reconnect with the present. Practicing gratitude every night by listing 3 things you're thankful for. Conclusion. By integrating mindfulness into your routine, you can reap the benefits of enhanced concentration, reduced stress, and improved decision-making skills. Remember that mindfulness is a practice, not a perfect state. Be patient with yourself as you learn to stay present. Over time, this simple yet powerful practice will help you lead a calmer, more focused, and productive life. Chapter 11. Balancing Work and Life. Achieving a balance between professional and personal responsibilities is key to long-term success. Learn how to maintain this balance without sacrificing productivity. The importance of balance. In our pursuit of success and productivity, it's easy to get caught up in work and forget about other aspects of life. But true success goes beyond career achievements. It includes having strong relationships, good health, and time for self-care and hobbies. Achieving a work-life balance ensures that you nurture all parts of your life, leading to overall happiness and long-term success. Personal story. John's journey to balance. Let's consider the story of John. John was a dedicated software engineer who worked long hours to climb up the corporate ladder. While he was praised at work for his diligence, his personal life suffered. He rarely spent time with his family, his health declined due to a lack of exercise, and he felt constantly stressed. Realizing that his professional success meant little without personal well-being, John decided to make a change. He implemented strategies that allowed him to excel at work while enjoying a fulfilling personal life. Strategies for achieving balance. Set boundaries. One vital aspect of balancing work and life is setting clear boundaries. Define your work hours and stick to them. When you are at work, focus completely on work-related tasks, but after hours, make a conscious effort to disconnect from work. Example: if John decides his work hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., he will resist checking emails or taking work calls after 6 p.m. to spend quality time with his family. Prioritize personal time. Your personal time is just as important as your work commitments. Schedule activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as hobbies, exercise, or spending time with loved ones. Treat these appointments with the same respect you would give a business meeting. Example: John schedules a 30-minute workout every morning and a weekly movie night with his family. These activities help him relax and recharge. Delegate and share responsibilities. You don't have to do everything yourself. Delegate tasks at work when possible and share household responsibilities with family members, or consider hiring help for chores. Example: John delegates certain projects to his team members, enabling him to manage his workload better. At home, he and his partner share cooking and cleaning duties, ensuring the tasks do not burden one person alone. Incorporate flexibility. While routine and boundaries are essential, so is flexibility. Life can be unpredictable, and rigid schedules can cause stress. Allow yourself some flexibility to adjust plans when needed. Example: if John's child has a school play during work hours, he adjusts his work schedule for that day and catches up later, ensuring he doesn't miss important personal moments. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment. By practicing mindfulness, you can reduce stress and improve your focus, making it easier to balance work and personal life. Example: John practices mindfulness by taking 10 minutes each day to meditate. This helps him stay centered and approach tasks with a clear mind. Communicate effectively. Good communication is essential in maintaining balance. Let your colleagues and family know about your boundaries and personal needs. Be open to discussions about workload and share when you need support. Example: John talks to his manager about his need for a balanced schedule and receives support in managing his tasks. He also communicates with his family about his work commitments, so everyone is on the same page. Evaluating and adjusting your balance. Achieving balance is an ongoing process that requires regular evaluation and adjustment. Reflect on your current balance regularly and make changes as needed. Ask yourself, are you spending enough time on personal activities? Are work duties overwhelming you? Personal check-in. Create a habit of checking in with yourself at the end of each week. Assess your well-being, productivity, and satisfaction levels in both your professional and personal life. Make note of any areas that feel off balance and come up with strategies to address them. Example: John spends 10 minutes each Sunday reflecting on the past week. He notes if he felt too stressed or neglected personal activities and plans adjustments for the following week. Conclusion: balancing work and life is crucial for long-term success and well-being. By setting boundaries, prioritizing personal time, delegating tasks, incorporating flexibility, practicing mindfulness, and communicating effectively, you can maintain this balance without sacrificing productivity. Remember, achieving balance is a continuous journey, and regular adjustments are part of the process. Just like John, you can find harmony between your professional and personal life, leading to overall happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 12. Continuous improvement. The journey to getting things done doesn't have a definitive end. Productivity isn't a one-time achievement. It's a skill we can always refine. This final chapter is dedicated to helping you establish a mindset of continuous improvement. By embracing the idea that there's always room to grow, you'll remain motivated and on the path to reaching new heights in your personal and professional life. Embrace the growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that we can develop our abilities through dedication and hard work. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to avoid. If something doesn't go as planned, instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Adapting this mindset can turn setbacks into valuable lessons. Example: imagine you missed a deadline at work. Rather than being discouraged, reflect on the experience. Was there a step where you could have allocated more time? Perhaps a particular tool could have made the process smoother. By analyzing setbacks, you can develop strategies to avoid similar issues in the future. Regular reviews. Periodic reviews are crucial for continuous improvement. Set aside time weekly or monthly to review your productivity efforts. Look at what worked well and what didn't. This isn't about criticizing yourself, but about observing and learning. Example: at the end of each week, spend 15 minutes reviewing your tasks. Did you accomplish what you set out to do? If not, why? Maybe you underestimated the time needed for certain tasks or distractions were a problem. These insights can help you adjust your strategies accordingly. Solicit feedback. We often have blind spots that only others can point out. Seeking feedback from colleagues, friends, or mentors can offer new perspectives and ideas for improvement. Be open to constructive criticism and view it as an opportunity to grow. Example: suppose you're working on improving your presentation skills. After giving a presentation, ask a trusted colleague for feedback. They might suggest speaking slower or using more visuals. Implementing their suggestions can make significant improvements in your skills. Experiment with new techniques. The world of productivity tools and techniques is vast and constantly evolving. Don't be afraid to experiment with new methods, whether it's a new app, time management technique, or organizational system. Testing new approaches can lead to surprising benefits. Example: you currently manage your tasks with a simple to-do list, but feel sometimes some tasks slip through the cracks. Try experimenting with the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. This method might improve your focus and help you stay on track. Celebrate small wins. Improvement is a journey, not a destination. Along the way, it's important to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Recognizing your achievements can boost your motivation and remind you that your efforts are paying off. Example: if you've successfully implemented a new productivity routine for a month, treat yourself to something enjoyable, like a meal at your favorite restaurant or a relaxing day off. Celebrating small victories keeps your spirits high and your motivation strong. Learn and adapt. This journey will expose you to different situations. Some strategies that worked at the beginning might not be effective later. Stay flexible and willing to adapt your methods as you face new challenges. Example: you start a new job with a different set of responsibilities. The productivity system you used previously might not apply perfectly to your new tasks. Don't hesitate to tweak your methods to better fit your current situation. Commit to lifelong learning. To continue improving, make learning a lifelong habit. Read books, attend workshops, listen to podcasts, and engage in discussions about productivity and personal development. The more knowledge you acquire, the more you can refine your approach. Example: read a book on productivity each quarter, or listen to a podcast during your commute. These resources can provide fresh insights and inspire new strategies to try. By establishing a mindset of continuous improvement, you're committing to a path of lifelong growth. This journey is about always seeking ways to enhance your skills, learning from your experiences, and being open to change. Remember, even small improvements can lead to significant gains over time. Embrace the challenge, stay motivated, and keep moving forward. You have the power to continually refine your approach and achieve greater heights in productivity. We have come to the end of this book. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to you for joining us today to absorb the wisdom of this incredible audiobook. Thank you for being part of our mission to spread positive energy and make this world a better place to live. But our journey doesn't end with the last page of this audiobook. We are a community, a tribe of seekers and doers, and we want to keep this fire of inspiration burning bright. Drop a comment below sharing your top learnings from this book. What resonated with you the most? What are you going to implement in your life starting today? Remember, openly declaring your new habits and goals is a powerful act. It creates accountability and makes your commitment to change even stronger. When you share your journey, you not only inspire others, but also forge a path for yourself that is filled with purpose and intention. So don't hold back. Your words might just be the spark someone else needs to ignite their own journey towards a better life. Once again, thank you for being here, for investing in yourself, and for helping us spread positivity. Until next time, stay inspired, stay positive, and keep shining.